Tonight on Chim's Talk Africa, my guest is Eniola Salu Akintunde. She is the founder and executive director of Niola Cancer Care Foundation. Tonight, Eniola shares with me her tragic loss of her dear husband, which spurred the journey for her of creating a foundation that has today helped thousands of people with cancer awareness. Tonight on Chim's Talk Africa. Before we do that, please like this video and leave a comment below. Let's know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell button and share this video with somebody.
From Cape Town to Cairo and from Mogadishu to Dakar, this is Chim's Talk Africa. And now here's your host, Chim Onyibilanma.
Hi there and welcome to this segment of your show. Like I said in the introduction, my guest today is a dear, cheerful lady, Eniola Salu Akintunde. You're welcome to the show, Eniola.
Thank you so much, Brother Chima. It's nice. At last, you're able to put this together. So good to see you.
Good to see you too. And I've watched your videos. I've seen your pictures in trying to prepare for this interview. But all the smile I saw there were nothing compared to the smile I've seen today.
Thank you so
the way
much.
You come up with a burst of good, positive flow of God is with me and everything is going to be all right.
Yes.
And the Lord is on my side.
Exactly.
And sunshine is here.
Exactly.
Thank you for being sunshine in the space you're in.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about meeting your husband.
Yeah. Bola was an amazing person. I met him. You know why Bola case is different? I never knew what it is to be loved. I'm from a Muslim background.
Yeah.
I became a Christian. Bola converted me to be a Christian, and I think that's the best thing that ever happened to me. And I still say that if I was in the other religion that I was before now, maybe I would have lost it completely because I wouldn't know how to manage all the trials and tribulations that was coming to my life. Then also, Bola showed me love. When I was growing up, I never knew what it is to be loved. And lo and behold, we were able to get married and we started our life. From that one room, we moved to another. We moved to a flat in Ilukpeju. And that was where we started our life fully. And I thought, God, thank you. We're able to get to this stage in life.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking up. Then we started trying for the fruit of the womb. Then we joke, like play. First miscarriages, second miscarriages, third miscarriages, fourth miscarriages, fifth miscarriages, sixth miscarriages, seventh miscarriages, eighth miscarriages, 7 miscarriages and 1 missed abortion. 1 missed abortion means the baby is almost formed and something happened along the line.
Had to be
evacuated. Yes. So 7 miscarriages, 1 missed abortion. Then had a child finally in 2011. To God be the glory.
Amen.
And the baby died on Valentine's Day.
Wow. That was how many months after the birth?
No, just 3 weeks. But because the baby was a special child, with all what we've gone through before having that child, so losing the baby was like losing part of me.
How did you feel? I mean, how did you emotionally feel? Because this is after 7, 8 failed attempts. How did you feel for this, to see this baby die?
I was empty. It was sad. In fact, within you and I, there's no Valentine's Day that I don't feel it.
It comes back again.
It comes back. It comes back, and I won't lie to you, it's tough.
The pain is there.
Yes, it's still there. I won't lie to you, it's still very there. So sometimes I thought the pain is gone, but in my closet, every Valentine it comes back and it hurts me. Maybe because I'm yet to get a child of my own, that's why it's still hurting me. And even if I got a child, because when I look at it, that if this baby was alive, like the last week, I was like, if this baby was alive, it would have been 12 years old.
You count the age every year. You just see it every year, 10, 11, 12. So
2011, the baby passed on. Then 2012. Then I needed to, because I travel all over the world to source for my jewelry. But that particular trip, I was going to Turkey for a gemstone exhibition. So I went to Turkey and I spent just 10 days. So when I was coming back, I got to the airport. Whenever I traveled, my husband would come and pick me. So he came. And I didn't recognize him. So another man tapped me. He said, Madam, someone is calling you. Are you not Eniola? I said, yes, I am. See it, someone is calling. And I turned and I looked. And I said, Bolao, kilo share. Which means, Bolao, what happened to you? Because within 10 days, he has changed.
Changed completely.
He has lost so much. I cannot recognize he has lost so much weight. And he became darker. I was like, what happened to you? He said that he wants to buy one big generator that he has been going everywhere. I said, were you not eating? I cooked some food inside the freezer when I was going. What happened? He said he doesn't really have appetite. Then there's something that he needed to do. He went to this place. He went to Alaba. And I was like, okay, let's get a cab. Make me get home. When we get home, we talk about this thing and see what we can. He said, though he's feeling feverish and he doesn't know. He feels that he's not really okay, but he doesn't know what exactly. But maybe it's the malaria. I didn't go. So we sat down. While we're watching, there's this popular Lonat will give me money for this advert I'm making for them. So as we're sitting down, the advert came in on TV. I remember back then. I said, oh, have you used this Lonat? He said, no. I said, okay, let's go and buy the Lonat. Right then and there that night, I took Okada. Okada is taking a bike. So for those who don't understand, so I took a bike.
Come from Nigeria.
We were not Nigerians. I said, I took a bike. I went to buy the Lonat, brought it, and he used it. And we thought
everything was fine.
Self-medication. Self-medication. So we took that drug, and then he slept. The next day we wake up, he still couldn't eat much. So I needed to, the doctor called me about having a child, the process of the fertility. So I went to see the doctor. So I told the doctor that my husband is sick. He said, why did he come to the hospital? I said, we are still owing money. That is because of the money inside the can go. And the doctor said, no, Eniola, no. You are like, you are my children. Leave the 1 million. The baby is no more now. Leave that. No, don't say because of that you won't come to the hospital. Let him come since he's not feeling too well. That's how my life changed.
They found that it was more than malaria.
And it went.
That was the point where the whole thing came out.
It was not, it didn't even come out like that. But at that point, the following day, I had to beg my husband on my knee because he said he wasn't going to the hospital. That after then he was going to take natural herbs and all that. He took that he have taken some before.
Trying to go on the journey of
self-medication. He said he has taken some before, but they recommended another new herbs.
And he will be fine once it
he will be fine. I said, no, you have to go to he said the hospital that is owing and the baby is dead, that he doesn't want. I said, no, you have to go. So what I sat down and I said, how are we going to do this? I ran back to my church. My church have always been there for me, the Fountain of Life Church. I ran back to my fellowship member, the Women of Purpose, headed by Pastor Moji Awokoya, then Pastor Taiwo Odukoya, and I will always pray for Pastor Taiwo Odukoya. That is somebody who stood. These people stood by me. They took me, they make Christianity interesting, and they show me the love of God. And they held my hand. Because another thing is to have problems. Another thing is to have trials and tribulations. And another thing is to have people that hold your hand and tell you, on this journey we are with you. God does not come down. He uses people. And God uses these people. They held my hand. And the journey started. They've supported us even during the hospital bill, even when we were having all those 8 miscarriages. The church, the Fountain of Life, Pastor Taiwo, Pastor Moji Awokoya, and the Women of Purpose never left me. That is when I want to talk about my family. Yes, I came from somewhere in Edo State, but these are people who are also my family. Family is not blood.
It's not just blood.
It's not just blood. And Pastor Taiwo, every 10 days, if I can't afford that 10, I don't have that money from my jewelry, Pastor Taiwo paid most of that treatment.
Wow.
Yes.
And so he started this treatment.
They want this treatment. We did all those treatments.
At the stage, you had to go to India.
We did that treatment. The stage then when we had to go to India, and then the Women of Purpose Fellowship, everybody raised money. Pastor Taiwo was among the first person to drop money, even at that time, because when it comes to cancer, people understand the journey. I don't understand. Some people don't understand that this guy will soon die. But because I love my husband so much.
You were not expecting him to die.
I don't want him to die. And I was looking for cure.
Yeah.
And they came into it. They supported me. Pastor Taiwo asked me, what do you want? I said, I want to take him to Germany or India. Because I've given up on Nigerian medical. Yes. And they supported me. It did not, as a Christian, said, no. We'll be praying, don't take him because he will soon die. No, they didn't do that.
He stood by
They stood by me. They started contributing the money. They were the first person. That was the first person in 2012 to drop 1 million naira.
To make sure you can
Yes, and he called some other of his friends. Oh yeah, everybody started donating. And they were donating. They donated the money.
So you were able to go and your hope was high.
We went to
Your
India.
hope was
My
probably
hope was high.
That here is a chance at last for my husband to come back to me.
I'm telling you that. And lo and below, they told me he has 2 weeks more to live in India, 3 weeks. I was trying to bring him back. I couldn't. Eventually.
Bring him back while he's still alive.
Yes. Eventually, he passed on in India. And when they were telling me he has 5 more seconds to live, that was another story for another day. 5 seconds exactly, Bolaon died.
Right, when they told you
They
that.
told me he has 5 seconds more to live. I was right in front of him. And he died 5 seconds.
So on top of your grieving, you were now facing attack.
I think I should even thank my sister-in-law for beating me up in ShopRite, for attacking me in ShopRite in 2013, October 12, 2013, when he attacked me. I should thank him because I think that beating was even brain reset. Because that attack alone, after the whole thing, someone lost her husband to cancer after all what she has done, taking care of your brother, and all what she could do to say thank you was to attack me and accuse me that I killed your brother and to attack me in the shopping mall. So when after the whole thing, I sat down. But hey, Mr. Chima, let me tell you, I won't lie to you. At some point, I said there was no God.
The pain was too much.
I remember I told Pastor Taiwo, because I stopped going to church, and he called me. What am I doing at home? I said, sir, I'm at home, sleeping. I don't sleep, but that's what I said. He said, come to church. I said, sir, coming to church, 8 miscarriages, death of a child, sexual abuse, unemployment, sacked for my work, a lot of pains. Hardly will you talk about anything in life. The only thing I've not experienced is going to jail. But I've been to Panti. I've been taken to Panti before. Panti is one of the CID police listing around when talking about Panti. So I've seen almost everything. I've seen it all. So I was like, I was at a brick wall.
Where is God?
Where is God? And I said, Daddy, there is no God. And Pastor Taiwo didn't argue with me because he know at that time, and my mental state and my pain, the threshold, I'm already at
That's a true shepherd now.
Yes.
It wasn't time to preach to you.
And he said, there's no God. He said, okay, come, let's have a meeting. And I went to church. I told him, he said the following Sunday or so, yes, he said I should come. And I went to church. I remember that day, as I was coming, they positioned an usher in front, and they took me to the front. He didn't talk to me. He just asked me to sit down there. And I sat in front, and I cried on through. Unfortunately for me that day, and fortunately, a woman came in and gave testimony, a 70-year-old woman.
Who didn't know about you sitting there?
The woman came to give testimony that he had a lump, a colon, they saw a lump who's already cancerous, but is on stage 1. And they remove it and it's fine.
Wow.
The woman is fine, perfectly doing well.
Early detection.
And she came to give the testimony. It was not planned. And I started weeping. That how can a 70-year-old
live on
man,
when your husband died,
but 38 died at the age of 39. So all this pain.
There was so much injustice.
All this pain. And I was asking God question, that why am I going? This pain is too much. But later, I saw everything. And then when people come, they'll ask me, what killed him? What's cancer? And I'll tell them colorectal cancer. What is good? They've not heard about it before. And I started thinking, this is too much. There must be a reason why I'm going through this. And before I know it, God started healing me. I can feel the healing. I can feel the love of God. He started ministering to me. I'll see that cancer patient will call me. I'll be able to talk to them.
You were giving comfort to people now.
Then the first thing I did that dropped into my mind was to visit to spend Christmas Day in 2013. Or 2014, I can't remember, 2013 or 2014, with cancer patients. So I told my mom that I'm going, for Christmas Day, I'm going to the hospital. And my mom was like, this is so strange and weird. How can you spend your Christmas Day with sick people going to hospital? That the memories of what you went through will come back. And you're just getting back. You're just getting yourself. Don't go into this again. And I told mom, no, I told mommy no. I told mommy no. I said, I need to, my mind said I have to go today. So that's how I started. So Niola Cancer Care Foundation, the first colorectal cancer NGO in West Africa, was born and birthed because of the pain I went through.
I just love the fact that out of your pain was birthed a fountain of healing for many others, which is what we call today Niola Cancer Care Foundation. Now, walk us through, what does Niola Cancer Care Foundation do? That's, I'll probably say NCCF. What do you do?
Okay, Niola Cancer Care Foundation is the first colorectal cancer NGO in West Africa. And what we do, we create awareness on colorectal cancer. As I've said earlier on, I never heard about colorectal cancer, not until Igbola had colorectal cancer in 2012. So what we do, we create awareness, we educate, we screen. We've screened over 2,000 people. Then we organize events. So that we organize one of the epic events in Africa on cancer awareness, which is called Ijoya, in partnership with the state government and some few other close friends to support, and some organizations to support us to talk about cancer. And why do we do Ijoya? Nigeria is a over-religious country, let me say it, yes. I'm also a Christian.
Yeah.
But we see a lot of people who are not supposed to even die. They died from some of these diseases because God has given humanity the ability, the knowledge to cure some of these things. But we see some of our patients, even I have also done that. If I told you my story on my late husband.
With your journey itself.
Your journey itself.
It's an evidence of that.
Yes. We always say it's not our portion.
Yeah.
Yes, at some point when they told me my late husband had cancer, I said it's not my portion. When I said it's not my portion, I didn't act. I just said it's not my portion. And what we're supposed to do, we never did it.
Never found the information you needed.
Yes, if Bola had gone for fecal occult blood test, the first screening for colorectal cancer, they would have picked it up. They would have seen that it's bleeding, because these are some of the symptoms of colon cancer. They would have seen that his stool is narrowing. They would have seen that he's losing weight. What exactly? Why is he losing weight? Oh, why is he sweating profusely? Oh, why is he gassing? That's fat. What's coming out? Okay, you are not eating vegetable. Why is your stool color change? They would have seen some of these things. But we said it is not our portion. We were not doing anything. So as an organization, we started one of our epic events called Ijoya. At Ijoya, people will come and dance. When you dance, we screen. We talk about healthy living. We talk about exercise, and at the end of the day, we're able to grab one or two people to make sure that they go for their screening, free of charge. But that screening, some people must have paid for it. So those are the things we do. Then also, we are seeing late stages in cancer in Nigeria, including colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer symptoms mimic ulcer and pie. We tell Nigerians now that you have a right to ask questions from your doctors. When your doctor is treating you for 6 months, 7 months, your stomach is having problem, you are stooling blood, you don't know what it is, and they tell you it's ulcer, and the person treating you, maybe the doctor is a general physician, we tell Nigerians, please ask your doctor, can I see a gastrointestinal doctor or a gastroenterologist? These are specialist doctors and consultants who take care of the stomach. So those are the things the NGO is doing. Then we also take care of palliative patients. That palliative care, we do patient navigation. Patient navigation is a cancer patient who don't even know where to go, the doctors or what they do. So we tell them where to go, the doctor to see, we direct them and all that. Then patient palliative, patient palliative care, we are seeing Nigeria is now having challenges in more cases of end of life.
Okay.
Yes, because they see most of our patients at late stage.
Okay.
So as an NGO, we are burdened, and we can't push these people away. In fact, then also, we have to start talking to them, the palliative cases, how to go about it, how to manage their pain. We talk to their doctors. Then also, the most interesting aspect of the palliative care, when it's end of lives, most Nigerian doctors don't talk about death, and they don't tell patients they are going to die. But
Like
because
they did
of,
for you in India.
but because of what I've seen, and also my background as a Christian, if we all read the Bible very well, in the Bible, some people never got their healing. And it's not because God ate them.
Yes.
No, we need to start having this sincere conversation.
Yes.
It's not because God ate them.
You.
So if they don't get their healing, it doesn't mean God does not love them. And if they have cancer, does not mean God does not love them. So cancer can happen to anybody, pastors, imam, young, adult, old, any country, any race, any race. It doesn't have any boundary. So now, as a doctor, if your patient, as a palliative patient, we have to start talking to the caregiver, to the family. This is the situation of this case. But the Almighty God is the final.
He can decide otherwise.
Can decide otherwise. But this is what we are seeing. And please be prepared. And most patients or family that will be able, as an NGO that I have been able to talk to on palliative care and talking to them on end of life, they really appreciate it. They've thanked me afterward that they were able to save their money. They won't need to waste money. So instead, we tell the family that now what you need to do, because when it's getting to the end, they're always in pain. They're in excruciating pain. So now we have to see how that pain can be managed. So the pain management has to set in. The doctors will come in and see how they can manage their pain. Then we also have challenges on that background. So there's so much multifaceted in cancer management in Nigeria, and we hope the government will come in. And so we've told Nigeria, cancer is nobody's portion. How is your eating habit? How is your lifestyle? What are you doing? Are you 40, 45? Have you done your endoscopy? Have you done your colonoscopy? Have you got yourself checked out? These are the things you must do. If Bola has done some of these things in 2008, he won't die. Cancer is not sudden. So it's a gradual process.
So when you're able to go through this thing, is that you find a purpose in the pain.
Yes.
The purpose of the pain is so as to make you sharp enough to help many other people. So you draw strength from that God allowed me to go through this, because look at me now, I'm able to help thousands of people. I'm able to be a pioneer in West Africa of this kind of foundation.
Yes.
And it's all for this purpose. And that's why you've expanded this thing and made the foundation like, a continuous spring of life. And I want to thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for what you're doing. And I believe the best is yet to come.
Thank you.
The Lord is your strength. And it's so important that we get this kind of lesson, that there is purpose in every pain. And that God is good in spite of how terrible life might be.
God is amazing.
And if you can stop enough after all the tears, you start to see the purpose in the pain. And you begin to see how you can use it as a brick to build a future.
And there's no how. If it doesn't even take you through the fire, how can you be refined? You are a vessel, he wants to use you. So those are the training I have to go to. So with my husband's experiences, what God makes me to go through, so that you'll be able to use me. That's one example I've told you. On a good day, if I had not gone through with Bola, how can somebody call me to come and pick up a corpse? I could pick up a patient that I don't know. I don't know them, but I just have to do it because I run a foundation. They are indigent patients. A corpse cannot be in the ward when some sick people are there. You need to take the corpse off, and they don't have money to pay. We've been paying for the treatment. So at that point, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I have to be at the mortuary to collect
what we're going to do, and this is very important, we're going to have on the screen information about NCCF, the Niola Cancer Care Foundation. They're based in Nigeria, but I'm sure they can correspond with you wherever you are in Africa. And you might want to support this beautiful work that they are doing. Use the information on the screen. You might want to get in touch with them to get some of their services. But Eniola, I'm just so grateful to God for a woman like you who is able to find the purpose in the pain and turn it into a spring of life. Thank you so much for coming.
We really need the support. Let me put that. That's very important.
Go ahead.
Nigeria, we encourage African Nigerians to support worthy cause. So we need the support. We need the support. In fact, I don't want to hammer on it, but we are still, as I've said, up to now we have not gotten a grant yet. And we've been there for almost 8 years. We pull funds from friends, from my jury, from people who believe in what we are doing. So we still need to do a lot. We are planning. Our vision is to have colorectal cancer centers, preventive centers, in the 6 geopolitical zone. It's a project that is possible to have.
And I think this is something anybody who watches will be happy to help with, because this is going to help a lot more people, especially this issue of early detection, saving a lot of lives.
Accurate saves lives.
Use the information on the screen and get in touch with Niola Cancer Care Foundation today. Eniola, thank you so much for coming on the show. May the Lord bless you and cause you to flourish.
Amen.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'll come back and round up. Bye. Hi there, welcome back. This is where we draw the curtain today on our show. Thank you so much for joining us. If this show has been a blessing, we want to encourage you to consider becoming a partner with us in keeping this show going. We are able to continue reaching out to people and challenging Christians across Africa to be salt and light because of generous donations of people like you. If you like to give to what we're doing, please use the information on the screen and contact us today. We'll send you information of how you can give from your own particular country. And to say thank you to you, I want to also send you a copy of my book, God Gives His Children a Song, which is a book that has blessed people all around the world, and I'm sure it will bless you. So thank you so much for partnering with us. I'll see you same time, same station. Bye for now. Please like this video and leave a comment below. Let's know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell button and share this video with somebody else.